Good afternoon. This is Severin Freeman from the Freedom Paradox with another coronavirus update. What is being pushed by the media recently is that this is an extremely deadly disease with numbers piling up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of each state. And it is a complete propaganda lie. If you look at the numbers on this thing, I really want you to look at the numbers. If you're under 60 years old, you have less of a chance of dying or being majorly injured by this disease, sickness, illness, whatever you want to call it, than the flu. The flu has a higher chance of harming you and putting you into a hospital if you're under 60 than this does. Now, if you're over 60, those numbers have become different. Those numbers are higher, and there is concern for the elderly. There is concern for the already sick. And that is the panic. That is what the media is not telling us. People like you, me, the healthy, the ones that get up and go around every day, we're going to be just fine. And they won't tell us that because they want us to stay afraid for the over 60 crowd. And the truth is, the over 60 crowd are going to catch it too. Everyone is. What is happening right now, what the truth of what's happening is, they're trying to quarantine everyone because there are not enough ventilators for those over 60 that will need them. So in order to save lives, they will need to put people on ventilators. And in order to stop the amount of flow of over 60 people flying into the hospital for their ventilators, they're telling everyone, stay the hell home, don't do anything, we're all going to die, it's the end of the world. But it's not true. We're going to all catch it. I have a handful of friends already that caught it. I caught it. It's all done with every one of them. Everybody's fine. I got a friend in the healthcare field. He's going through it right now, and he's at the end stages of it. And he's like, man, that wasn't so bad. It was a rough couple days, but that wasn't so bad. That's the truth. That's the truth, honest to God, of what's happening. My own dad I suspect he had it. He hasn't said so, but he was coughing. He had all the symptoms, and he's high risk. But he was fine 2 days later. He was calling me laughing about stuff. So the truth is, everyone's going to catch this. It's more contagious than the flu, but less dangerous than the flu. The dangerous group is 60 and above. That's where this thing is dangerous, and that's where the seasonal cold, the seasonal flu, every other illness is dangerous. Because the fact is, once you get to the age of 60 and above, your immune system is like an infant almost. You're weaker than you were in the beginning. So what we're doing now, what society is doing now, is not to protect you and me and our family and friends and those that are up and out every day. We're protecting the elderly. We're protecting the people who are in maybe cancer treatments that have weaker immune systems. We're protecting the weak in our society, and that is the good of this. We should be protecting the weak in our society. But what we should not be doing is scaring everyone to do that. I think that we have enough sense as people, and I think we have enough conscience as people that if the media and even the government was being honest about what was happening, being honest, telling us that we are not at risk, but our parents and our grandparents might be at risk, that we would take it upon ourselves to take the protective measures needed for our loved ones. We don't need to be in this lockdown right now, but we are, and that's the fact of life. I wish people that I loved and cared about would stop spreading fear, because it really is just spreading lies. If you look, read, and research actual CDC numbers, actual things, rather than just turning on the news and being lazy about this thing, because right now you're spreading fear just because you're being lazy. You have the option right now to sit home and tap on that phone all day long. We have nothing else to do. So why don't you learn something rather than sitting there staring at the news and spreading lies? Spreading the same lies they want you to spread. Believe me, this thing is not what it seems to be. Some people will die. Every year people die. The sick and the elderly have been dying for a long time. Okay? This thing is not a monster. It's just a cold. It's a new strain of an old cold. We got over the old one. We'll get over this one. God bless, guys.